I'm here with the one and only Ross Gaines. How are you doing, Ross?
Hey Jack, how are we doing,
bud? So nice to see you again.
Good. Yes, good to see you. I don't know if you want to join me, Jack.
Absolutely.
Just to test them out. Yeah, they're on.
Oh, look at that.
There's no VR in it, but there is a lot of scare. There's a lot of great new storylines in there. Yeah, I can see the food still going there, the bar there. Because I know that's what you're.
I can see a massive, beautiful maze.
Oh, okay, of course. Yeah.
Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is TheJackSilkstone, and today I'm here at the Thorpe Park Resort, and once again I'm going to be meeting up with the brilliant Ross Gaines, who's going to be showing me around the entire park and showing me all of the new additions that have taken place over the winter period in preparation for the 2023 season. So let's head into the park and go and meet him. Let's go. So here we are within the park itself now. Now today, obviously the park is closed, so you might have to excuse some of the noise and sights as we go around, but I'm here with the one and only Ross Gaines. How are you doing, Ross?
Hey Jack, how are we doing,
bud? So
bud?
nice to see you again.
Good. Yes, good to see you. Welcome back. You probably haven't been back since October, is that right?
Well, I've been popping in
once
or twice for a few visits, Ross, especially over the Exodus site.
Indeed.
Can't keep away from that place.
Yes, indeed, indeed. No, exciting stuff happening over there. There's still a big season to be had this year before we get there.
And I believe today you're going to be showing us around the entire park.
Yes,
We've got some cool stuff to show with the merch as well, which I haven't actually seen in person, so I'm so excited to check all of that out.
Fantastic.
Well, we've obviously started on the lower level of the dome.
Yes, I thought we'd start with you down here this year. So every year we do these updates with you, and we sort of just try and show you all the little bits and pieces that we do to update. We're going to start down here in the lower dome. So we're as you say, we're filming this a couple of days before we open for our main season.
Yeah.
But it's our first little spot, our hidden gem that I'm going to take you to, and that's our quiet space. We've been working with our brand new friends at Nirvana Spa, and the whole idea with this space is just to promote the well-being and mental health piece. Just to, there's a lot of sensory pieces out there on the park, lots of noise, lots of action. So sometimes we'll just need a bit of time, 5-10 minutes, just to get that quiet space to ourselves. So this is available for all of our guests on a first come first served basis. All our guests need to do is just pop next door to First Aid, ask for use of it, and if it's not in use, then we can let you in and you can chill out. We've got a bit of some nice comfy seating here, and I don't know if you want to join me, Jack.
Absolutely.
Just to test them out.
Oh,
yeah,
my
they're
goodness.
on. So these are actually heated, which is quite nice.
Oh, look at that!
And I am planning on having a few of my so when I'm speaking to Coke and Cadbury's, and I might do my meetings in here in future.
I don't blame you, Ross. This is absolutely gorgeous. And don't take this in a bad way, but I can't believe I'm still at Thorpe Park.
It's a bit different, isn't it?
It's quiet in here. It's so calming compared to the rush outside.
I promise I won't put a retail unit in here. I did ask, but I was declined. But it's a nice spot, and hopefully it will be well used by and received by our guests this year.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely lovely. And I think this is just the first of the new changes down here in the lower dome.
Yeah, absolutely. So last year we spent quite a bit of time redoing our toilets down in the lower dome. We've now done a bit more of the communal areas, which I'll take and show you now.
Nice, let's go and take a look.
Okay. Another year, another painted corridor, but no, we've done a lot. We've done a lot of work in this and the area in lower dome. So, as I mentioned just now, we did the lower dome toilets last year. So we've done all the communal areas. Stress again, we're a few days before opening. So by the time our guests will be welcoming at the end of this week, there'll be a bit more lighting coming through here. Coming later in the spring, our new smart lockers will be coming in here.
Okay.
So these will be lockers that you can pay for and unlock with your mobile phone.
Okay.
And you can go back to it several times during the day and all the rest of it. So
nice.
That will be a nice new addition for us this year. And yeah, we've just smartened it up a bit.
I can't believe how different it looks.
And yeah, still a little bit to do.
So the lockers are still going to be just down here?
Yeah, lockers when they come in, they'll be coming in sort of around half-term time, May half-term time, something like that. We've got some more comfortable seating here because it's quite a dwell area here for when people obviously at the start, end of the day, waiting for other members of their families using the facilities.
And obviously if it rains out on park,
yeah,
you can come and take a little bit of shelter down here.
Again, it's a little bit more chilled. We've got the blue and orange of Thorpe. It's a little bit more Thorpe. And yeah, it's just a bit more, another little corner that we've done to upgrade.
Beautiful, very nice for us.
So it's no surprise, I'll be talking about food a little bit with you today, Jack, because one of my specialist subjects. Last year, big changes for food and beverage with our new partners, Aramark, came on board. The plan absolutely was for them to understand our business, to get their feet under the table and to trade well last season. This year, we're getting all the transformation piece. So
nice.
This is where they go into their really investing into our park with loads of different projects, not just here at Thorpe, but in all the places that they're at across the UK and the Merlin sites. So we're outside one of them now. So by the time that we reopen to guests, this will be a new unit called Tacotoria.
Okay.
And this will be a taco unit, as you would expect. This one's actually going to be an express version, so we're also going to do the similar menu over at what was Sombreros, over opposite Pizza Pasta as well. So, but this one is going to be a bit more of an express unit, and again taking advantage of the beautiful views that we've got across the lake. So, guests will see this one open a bit more than we did before. In fact, they'll see all of our units open a bit more for food and beverage this year, as they just really drive and improve that food and beverage offer.
That's nice. I remember you telling me last year or even a bit before that how this Aramark thing was a massive implementation, and it would take a few years for them to get on their feet. But now it seems to be the time that they're pushing some new and exciting products.
Definitely, and our working partnership with them has just been really fun and tremendous to see. They've got so much energy and passion for our business already, and it's great to see that. As with anything, running food and beverage and operating with food and beverage in our 7 different parks across the world, because they've got California and Florida.
Wow.
Went live in January this year as well over at Legoland's over there. There's a partnership there that needs to be sort of learned from both ways.
Yeah.
I'm really confident for 2023 and beyond. They've put a lot of investment, and they've got a lot of really clever people behind the scenes doing the culinary element as well, with some fantastic products. So it isn't just about the big shiny new restaurants and refurbs and all the rest of it. There's also some really exciting new Instagrammable product coming in our existing restaurants as well that you'll see coming through. And of course we're a year through now, and we've all seen where we are with our events. So we've got our 4 amazing events coming this year, back to us this year at Thorpe Park. We'll be seeing even more bigger and better food coming back for all 4 of those events as well.
Nice, lots of specialty products and all of that.
Yes, indeed.
Nice.
It's not going to help my wife there at all.
Love it. And yeah, it's a beautiful location to sit and eat. And obviously, if you don't want to eat here, you can head down to the new picnic area, I believe.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll take a stroll down there now, shall we?
So when I said about an amazing view, Ross, wow, I can't believe it.
It's gorgeous, and it's been hidden all this time.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of Soar Alive when that came in the park in 2010, but at the same time, it's great to open this space out. So we've got rid of the queue line. We've opened it up with some to make this space a lot more open. The fencing's going in here by the time we reopen for guests next week. This summer, I think this will make a great spot. So I think, again, great opportunities for us to enhance our events this year. We'll get some food and beverage bits and pieces down here, a couple of carts, and make use of the good weather that I hope we get and the views across the lake.
Yeah, that's one of the big questions I had for you in regards to this area. I know you probably can't say a lot, but in terms of Fright Nights in particular, it's a big area, Ross.
It's a big area, isn't it?
It's a very big area.
It's a big area. I mean, yeah, I can see the food still going there, the bar there. Because I know that's what you're.
I can see a massive, beautiful maze.
Oh, okay, of course. Yeah, who knows? I'm absolutely not giving anything away for Fright Nights just yet. But you're right. It's a big old space.
It's an exciting space.
Let's see what we do with
the future. So we've made our way into Angry Birds land, Russ. Well, we've got something new behind us.
Yeah, so we've got our Thrill Maker stage has set up base here in I think it fits in lovely here. Really good spot. I saw the team rehearsing over the last couple of days. So our Thrill Makers will definitely be back for 2023, and this will be their home. You'll see them all around the park, but if you definitely want to catch one of their shows, they'll be here.
Nice. Of course, last year they were just outside of Tidal Wave, so they've just moved down the park a little bit.
Just moved down the park. I think it's good just to keep that area nice and clear and free as well, so you can see the full force of Tidal Wave as it comes through. And yeah, I think it'll be a good spot over here.
Nice. Were they maybe getting in the way of the Tidal Wave fire down there?
Exactly, yeah, it was too hot when they were there, so that's why they've moved down here.
No, it's a lovely location. You've got a swarm in the background. Very nice.
Okay, Jack, so in this area we've actually got quite a bit going on, a few more little updates, or some of them are quite big. So we are extending our Ben & Jerry's offering in there, so it proved really popular when Ben & Jerry's went in at the end of the 2020 season. So they're now taking over that whole unit, and we'll finally be able to get full use out of that whole unit there for this year, which we're really excited about. But back to the rides, I think this is a great bit of fun. We've got Dobble Tea Party.
Look at that.
For 2023. We've got a great little soundtrack on it, some great theming around the side, and actually it's going to be linked in with an exclusive Thorpe Park Dobble set, which we'll be launching later this year.
Okay, nice.
Which we will have, and it will be available through very special for our very special guests in the summer. But we're going to reveal those details a little bit later on this year. So that's going to be great fun. But yeah, it's a great piece of fun, that.
No, I have to say, I really like the colour scheme. Like, it's weird seeing purple in this area, but
it is,
I think it fits quite nicely.
Yeah, Tetley branding came down at the end of 21, beginning of 22. So it was just Storm in a Teacup last year.
Got it.
But yeah, you know, whenever we're looking to refresh any of our rides or attractions, we look to see about doing anything a little bit different, a little bit quirky. And the Dobble team have been great to work with as well. They've really been great partners.
Nice, and I believe it's got a new soundtrack and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. The floor's painted, and yeah, it's all good fun.
Very nice. And you mentioned a lot's going on in this area.
Yes, back to the food, as always. Our other friends at Burger King have been very, very busy over the winter, and they have totally refurbished their main Burger King restaurant 2023. So hopefully we'll get to show you a bit of this now, and it really just, again, modernises it and brings us right up to scratch as our Thorpe Park guest dessert. So what do you think? Little different?
I can't believe how different it is again, Ross. Wow.
So
it feels massive in here as well.
It does, doesn't it? It's a lot more open space, but at the same time we've still got plenty of seating. We've opened out the extension, so we're properly using that extension piece now as before. We've pretty much tripled the amount of automatic machines, ordering machines that our guests can use, so really get that speed of service. And just modernised it, the look and feel, and again, like I said, bringing it up to their standards as we're seeing Burger King out on the high street.
Yeah. Am I right in thinking I saw a charger on one of his tables?
Yeah, absolutely.
As we walked past?
Yeah, all these chargers, so we've got USB, and there's also laptop charging at the back there as well.
Wow.
Who'd bring their laptop to Thorpe Park? I don't know. But it's, you know, we get
options there.
We get a lot of school teachers and that for school groups. But yeah, so there we go.
I think the reason it feels so big is because they've kind of opened that little section. It was always it just had like closed doors.
Yeah, it's always felt a little bit segmented in here. I mean, there was a little room there which wasn't really used that much. So opens it out a bit. We've got the big new modern menus out the back. Everything's cooked to order this year as well.
Okay.
So if you order something on the machines, it will send it to the kitchen and they'll cook that burger fresh. So they're keeping far less pre-cooked and on the pass, so it's going to be a lot fresher product coming through as well.
Nice. I have to say, I'm sad to see the beautiful, iconic mirrored ceiling go.
Well, was it beautiful after 20 years?
I was a big fan.
Yes, it was all right. It was good. But as with all things, you know, we move on, and I think we're just really thankful and delighted that Burger King have invested in this unit for our guests.
So was it Burger King that came in and said, we want to bring this up to date?
So with partnership again, so this is all part of our work with Aramark and with Burger King and ourselves, so it's like a three-party agreement. Yeah. And this is the benefit of it.
Nice. Is this something that we'll see with the other units on the park? Like obviously we've got another Burger King unit and obviously KFC.
So Burger King 2, the smaller one in Old Town, has had a light touch refreshment this year. They've also got some new automatic machines, and we'll have to wait and see what happens with that unit in the future.
So here we are, Russ, outside of obviously the new addition for this year, the Ghost Train. Not quite ready yet, opening in spring, I believe.
That'll be another spring opening for us. I've seen the plans, they're working so hard in there. It's going to be really, really good. There's no VR in it, but there is a lot of scare. There's a lot of great new storylines in there. Nothing I can tease you with today, unfortunately, other than the cafe, which we'll go to shortly. But we've also got another refreshed unit over here from our friends at Aramark. So this will be a Camden bar. So this is going to be in collaboration with Camden Town Brewery. And when we open for our guests, this will be a nice little bar area. So, you know, in Oktoberfest, we always have, we all set up our external bar here. So we've, you know, it's proved popular. This part of the park is good for, you know, people are quite happy to take refreshment at this part of the park. So we've got a permanent offering for that now.
Nice. And that should be ready for when the park
Yes,
opens.
yeah, it'll certainly look a bit better than that by the time we open, and it will certainly be doing a roaring trade by Easter.
Nice, and I know you're very excited to show us the next thing.
I can't wait for it. So, since I started back at Thorpe a few years ago, I've always had designs on this space. As beautiful as our retail store was, I think this was one of the best themed retail stores.
Absolutely,
obviously, we needed to do some changes with the removal of the Darren Brown theming and going to Ghost Train, and again working with the food and beverage teams. We've got a fantastic new offer in here, which I'll take you in there now.
Absolutely, yeah, I'm very excited for this.
So welcome to my new second office. This is Last Call Cafe. Hope you like it, hope our guests like it. For the first time in quite a while, a really decent hot coffee offer, a cafe offer in the middle of the park. So we've had our Dome Cafe, obviously, for many, many years. This is now a really nice space where guests can come in and chill, either hot days, cold days, with a Costa beverage. We'll be doing the iced products in the summer.
Nice.
But also our traditional proud to serve coffee during all year long. Some great furniture in the theme and style of our ticket office as you've just come off the Ghost Train.
Oh, I love how it's not just a bulk standard coffee shop. Like, it really does fit in with the whole Ghost Train theme. And I presume you're going to exit through here and kind of come straight into this.
Definitely, yeah. Lovely. So guests will exit that way, just like they did with the previous Ghost Train. They'll be coming through here. So we've reduced down our merchandise shop, so we'll still have a gift shop down at that end of the store, and we've got a brand new exclusive Ghost Train merchandise range, which will be coming in time for when we open the ride as well. So we've got a bit of a shop there, and then you can sit down, you can chill. Again, we've got USB charging at some of the seating, and as you go around, taking a coffee and watch everyone run out the attraction. And
I noticed these little booth things are literally it's a train garage.
I think it's just those little touches. You know, this project was done and developed in parallel and exactly the same time as we've been developing that project in there. So the little touches, the colour schemes, everything like that has been thought of with the same team who are developing the new attraction. So it really feels, it all blends in together. It all really feels like one.
Wow, so I just can't believe the amount of changes we've got in this area. We've got a new ride, a new bar over there, and a new cafe.
And a new coffee shop, and 2 new doors as well.
Yeah, You used to just exit through here, right?
That's right. Yep. We've punched through it. So the original shop used to finish here, if you remember, and then we extended it after year 1 of Ghost Train. So we've reused those doors, and we've put in some extra doors through there as well.
So you've now brought me into the Dome and the Island store, Russ, where you're going to show me some of the brand new merch. It's always one of my favourite parts of these videos, seeing the new merch.
Good stuff. Yeah, mine too, actually. New for 23, we've got a brilliant new signature range here, where we've had some fun and we've played around a little bit with the iconic infinity swirls for the Thorpe Park logo. And we've talked before about the sort of getting the balance between big, putting our branding right across everything, and then having some that's a little bit more subtle. And our range has got a little bit of both this year, but I think our signature range is really sweet, and I think it's going to be a hit.
No, I'm really liking it. I like how it doesn't just plaster like the words Thorpe Park. Like as you said, you've got this iconic like symbol, and yeah, you've got it on so many products.
Yeah, and hopefully a couple more still to come as we go through the season, but we've got classic teddy up there, which you can't go wrong. Everybody loves a teddy bear. They're very, very popular always. We've got 2 different types of mug. Socks, since we introduced socks a couple of years ago, they do really, really well, so I'm very happy about that. Nice bit of classic glassware, a couple of nice notebooks, and this really exciting print here, which sort of takes some inspiration from some of the graphics that we used to do. Sort of again, a little nod back to the retro side, and where we did the stuff back in the 90s, but it's still got with the modern ride. So we've got the Nemesis and the Colossus logos there, so but stylised for a little bit of a retro.
Nice. I noticed up on this sign it says that some of those designs are done by Rob Yeo.
Yes.
Very talented
absolutely.
artist.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been great to work with him and working through with this, and I think it's a really exciting range just to bring in that little bit of difference and that diversity through into the range that we've got.
Nice, that's brilliant. I presume this will just be sold all year round.
Yes.
Come and grab it whenever.
Yeah, absolutely. So the idea behind this range is whatever events we've got, whatever happens on the park, whatever we come and go onto the park, we'll always have a signature range that you can always get a Thorpe Park cap, Thorpe Park lanyard, Thorpe Park pen, all as part of this range.
Nice. And just behind me, I've seen a lot of excitement online about these.
This chap, yes. So we've tried for a long time, and we've finally got the Billy Dole in. So can't wait to see how he does. One of the prerequisites to producing him was to make him not too friendly. He's a scary character. So
which is weird because normally you want the cutest and
exactly. So I think he's going to be a bit of a hit. Talking of socks, again, we've got some awesome new ride socks here, and obviously the environment is always on our minds, and we've actually been able to reduce our packaging of all of our sock products by 75% this year, which is fantastic. So nice. Everything that we do, we're always trying to make a difference in all the products that we do. The packaging, as to when it comes to us, trying to reduce that as much as possible, working with those suppliers, so that's really good. We've got a cool Swarm water bottle as well. I think this will be quite fun. So we've updated the classic. We've had this one now for a little while. So we've got the collapsible water bottle here as well, which I think will be quite cool.
I've always said this about Thorpe and Merlin in general. I like how it's not just standard, like it's not just a bulk standard mug. Like you do get cool things like this that stand out a bit.
Definitely, and you see the mugs over there. It's like we've got the Swarm ones with the handle and the Nemesis with the 2 on. I think we're always looking to do something that's a little bit different rather than just the logo slap. So we've got some great new products coming through. I think the acid wash on the on the Stealth tier will be quite fun this year. We've got the Stealth wings coming through, and we've been working a lot with products with logos on the back as well.
Nice.
So as well as the front, we've got some cool cool designs. That one's a bit in your face.
But I like how you kind of mentioned it back there, how you're kind of experimenting with some more minimalistic designs and stuff. Like, I'm a massive fan of of just this like basic one logo in the middle,
yes.
and then something a bit bold on the back.
And then something a bit on the back, because it's, you know, we try and always go for, you know, the broad range across the markets. I think people buy our merch for two reasons. One, to wear it here, and wear it on park, and I think those guests want something nice, big, bold, like with the logos all over it, and it's great fun seeing. I always teasing guests when I see you on the park, you know, and I see an Alton Towers Smiler jumper walking around Thorpe Park, or maybe it's an Icon coat as I saw at the weekend, things like that. So it's all of that stuff. It's great to see that community. But then also there's if you want to buy a piece of merch to wear away from the theme parks as well, then I think those guests are perhaps after the more smaller logos,
a little
bit more subtle. Yeah.
No, I'm a massive fan of that, and like the Stealth T-shirt as well. Yeah, very nice. And I think this Colossus one as well.
The Colossus range, really excited for. Again, we've got the central print going across here on this one. We've got the foil detail here on the logo, and again with a really nice. It's big, but it's still fairly not too in your face, that one.
Is this a new one as well?
Nemesis 20, absolutely. It's another year, another anniversary, another birthday. So, Nemesis Inferno. A lot of heavy lifting, obviously, in 23, being the only Nemesis roller coaster in the UK in 2023. I can't believe it. I was here when that opened, which makes me feel very old. But it absolutely makes sense to do a little bit of merchandise around the Nemesis 20 range as well. We've got a few keychains and magnets on that. Of course, pins. No merchandise range would be complete without pins, so we've got some great new examples for 23. We've got our dated pin right at the top there, which I think is really fun. Our stealth pin has got the lenticular detail on that, so we've got the 3, 2, 1, go, go, go on that with the red and green. And we've got these really nice sort of iconic circular pins with the different rides on there as well, which I think is really cool.
Is this one here new as well?
So we've got a Varsity one. So Varsity in its third year. We launched that in 21. Really popular last year, so it's still going again now, and that we get a lot of people asking for Varsity still. Cool. So we haven't got a lot adding to the range, but we've got bits and pieces here and there as well.
I've noticed you've added like loads of signs like to the shop, just saying about how you're like reducing. Like plastics and stuff. Yeah,
again, absolutely. It's something that we always want to, it's a message that we try and do, and we sort of thought we've been doing it for a while, but we weren't really shouting about it as much as we wanted to. So we wanted to push that message a bit more.
That's it. It's a cool little touch.
And then coming in time for just about park opening, I think, if not a couple of days after, we will have a really exciting blind pack pin badge range.
Right.
And this will be sold across all the resort theme parks, so Alton Towers and Chessington as well. And this will be a bit like the Lego minifigures you get. Yeah. So you don't know what you're going to get inside, and it's a bit of a collectible series. So you get, there's about 5 or 6 designs for each resort theme park. So you might come to Thorpe Park and get an Alton Towers design or whatever, and then the idea is that you try and get the whole set.
That's really cool. Coaster pins.
Yes.
Cool. Nice. And then just next to that, we've got a new product.
Yes,
which is looking very cool.
Indeed, this might be quite useful in the Nirvana Spa room that we started off with. But yeah, we thought we'd give this a try. Stealth cushions. We've sold cushions in the past, many years ago when I was here in my first stint. But on our preview weekend that we've just had, we sold a good number of these as well. So I think these will be a hit.
It's another like very custom but unique piece.
I'd like to think that we're the only ones selling anything like that, so I'd certainly hope so at least. Cool, so just to wrap it up on a couple of the food and beverage items or confectionery items in our stores really. So we're working with a few new partners this year. So the eagle-eyed amongst your viewers would have spotted we've got Haribo this year, which is going to be a very popular choice.
Very popular indeed,
for me as well. So that's going to be a nice little addition. We're expanding our crisp range and our snack range, so we're going to go with Walkers. So you'll see a lot more Walkers product in our resorts this year as well.
Nice.
And we're standing in front of Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme is absolutely staying with us here on Park, but also we're going to have at Thorpe Park 3 locations which will be selling our new friends Donut Time.
Nice.
So you can actually get 3 different types of donut on the park with us now. You can either get the classic sugar donut at Donut Factory.
Yeah.
You can come in and to the retail store and get a Krispy Kreme or we're going to have 3 donut time units on park as well. One will be by Stealth, one is at the entrance to Colossus, and the other one is by Vortex.
Nice. So those are actual like big units. Like you can.
Yeah.
I'm sure the donuts will all be laid out because donut time are like big. Like
they're big, aren't they?
They're
yeah,
impressive.
they're in all the shopping malls. They're really big, and you know, we're going to be working with them this year about doing some exclusives. So they'll be, you know,
nice.
We're doing some nice Thorpe Park exclusive donuts that you can only get with us here, and yeah, that's going to be a really fun product to be part of.
And I know when it was announced that like you'd be bringing in donut time, people were a little bit worried that you couldn't get the iconic Thorpe Park donuts.
Like I said,
they're not going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere. Krispy Kreme's not going anywhere.
Nice.
We're going donut crazy.
So if anything, you've just got even more options.
Exactly. It's all about choice.
So Ross, we've done so well to avoid the weather, but just at the last minute it comes down.
It's fine. It gets it done and out of the way now before we open next week.
Exactly. But yeah, we're now out at the plaza of the park because we've got a few just general things for you to catch me up on.
Just a couple of bits and pieces. So the return of the paper map.
Finally.
There we go. So we tried a couple of years without it, but actually there's nothing better than getting something in your hands and having a look at it. So we've got our paper map back. We've actually got 2 paper maps. So we've also got an accessible version as well this year, which is going to detail all of the ride access pass entrances, all of our changing spaces toilet, all of those tips and hints and guides that our accessible guests will hopefully find helpful as we go through. It's still a very, very big focus for us here, not only at Thorpe but across all our Merlin attractions. The last Fright Nights was our totally step-free and wheelchair user-friendly, and that will continue going through. And every new attraction, everything that we do and put new into the park, we'll keep that as a high priority for us.
Yeah. And where can they get these accessible maps from?
So that will be down either from the team here at the front of the entrance or at guest help and information at the lower dome.
Nice, that's brilliant. Anything else going on within the park?
All sorts. So you know, we've put in a couple more single rider queues. So after the success of the trial at the one at Saw the Ride last year, so look out for those as we go through. And if you're a guest staying with us in the hotel as well, you'll see that we've got brand new shiny 2023 modernised televisions in there. So with all new remotes and all that kind of stuff as well. So again, just enhances the stay that little bit more. But no, we've been busy.
Absolutely.
As always.
And yeah, it's certainly looking like it's going to be a very exciting season here at Thorpe Park. And obviously you don't just look after Thorpe Park, you've got Chessington as well.
Yes, indeed.
And I'm sure you work with a lot of the other resorts.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of new additions for this year and over the next few years. What are you most excited for on a Merlin-wide scale?
Just the level of investment that's going through. It truly is exciting. I would say that, wouldn't I? But you know, we've walked into some of the rooms today, and you guys were saying wow when you're walking into that. So we still have those moments working here and seeing that. You're absolutely right. I look after Chessington as well now in terms of the commercial team, and Jumanji, the world of Jumanji just looks absolutely incredible. Can't wait for that to open on May the 15th.
Really soon now, isn't it?
It's scarily soon, scarily soon. So absolutely, I think we're about 7 weeks away from that opening now, which
for
is
us theme park fans.
Great.
It's very exciting, but I'm sure for you behind the scenes, it's getting a bit stressful.
It's all good. We're doing it with smiles on our faces, and yeah, absolutely. It's, you know, we've got 3 rides there. Obviously, the main attraction is a B&M wing boomerang coaster, and we've seen that going around on the test runs now, and it just sounds fantastic. So can't wait for that. 2 other rides. And also Chessington overall is actually also getting quite a lot of love, quite a lot of updates. You'll see guests to Chessington will see a lot more refresh, things painted, new pavements, new signage around some of our animal exhibits, a couple more Ben and Jerry's units. So there's a lot happening there as well. And of course, just this weekend as well, Alton Towers, our friends at Alton Towers have just opened, Curse of Alton Manor as well, which I can't wait to go up and see when I get 5 minutes.
Now, luckily we managed to experience this weekend, and it was brilliant.
Oh, good.
And then here at Thorpe Park we've got an exciting season, Ghost Train, and then even looking past that, Project Exodus, Ross.
Project
I
Exodus.
cannot wait.
Neither can we. I mean, there was, 2023 is not a lay year. It's not like a placeholder. We've got so much happening this year, as you quite rightly say, with Ghost Train. I think that's our biggest attraction investment that we've had, single investment that we've had for a long time. All I can say is that so far so good. The project's going well. Obviously, as you've been seeing through your own updates, the land is totally cleared. I think it surprised everyone at how big a footprint that land is. Very sad to see the last elements of Loggers Leap being lifted out the other week, but all for good new stuff. And just every time I've seen that ride simulation now for a good 18 months, and it still gives me chills every time I see it. I can't wait, particularly with the lap bar.
With the lap bar, I'm very much looking forward to the day when we can sit next to each other on that ride, Russ. After so many years of me asking you what's coming, to seeing it being built.
Indeed.
One day we'll finally sit together on that
ride.
Yeah,
that's a date.
But no, thank you so much for showing me around today. I appreciate it so much, as always. And I'm sure everyone will be able to see you about on the park throughout the year.
Indeed, yeah. Always love it as well, by the way, when people come along and say hello to me. So that's always enjoy that. So
brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, yeah, thank you so much. And a massive thank you to Archie, who's been on the camera today. And of course, a massive thank you to Thorpe Park for allowing me to come down to the park today and film this awesome video. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Jack Silkstone. Goodbye.